a game that you could have turned around with the players that you had on the pitch tonight?
Look, of course I was very positive yesterday, and that's the way I have to be all the time. If I'm not positive, it's better not to come to the game. So yes, I was positive, yes, I motivate the players, and yes, we all believe. But we know that in this moment is very, very difficult. They are a very, very strong side. And we start the game, again, we had an opportunity that I saw the ball inside. It looks for me almost an own goal. In this moment, it's very difficult for us to score. If you look to us lately, it was Rudiger that scored for us, was a penalty. It's hard. Then they come, and our first couple of mistakes, and they score. And after that, the game, of course, is very, very difficult. Their physicality is very impressive. They have incredible physicality. The three defenders, they win the duels. When they don't win it, they make falls with their physicality. They stop the game. Midfield very intense. The attacking play is very fast. So even when we have the ball and we cannot hurt people, we know that they can hurt us all the time. So of course they deserve to get through. They were the best team, but if I can be critical of some of my players with some mistakes that we did, I keep this for us, and I go to the globality, and they try to give what they can give, and that's it.
But talking of some of those mistakes, because we've talked a lot about the offensive players that are missing, defensively, should the team have done much better?
We made mistakes, and we made mistakes that we analyze in previous matches. But sometimes it's just when you don't have more to give, you give what you can. And I never blame players with some difficulties. Normally it's more difficult for me to cope with players with potential that they cannot express their potential than the ones that are playing in their limits, and I cannot ask more from them. So I am with the boys, and that's it.
You came here with a remit, with a plan, with a project. How detrimental is this exit from Europe to the club's ambitions going forward?
I think probably it's good. Sometimes difficult moments are moments that can prepare the future in a better way. Of course, there is nobody to blame when it looks like in every match we have a traumatic injury, and every traumatic injury that ends with month and month. So just before the first game against Leipzig, we lost Son 2 days before. We come to the second game, we lost Bergwijn before. And I don't want to speak about the ones that we lost so long ago. And that's the history of this season. This season started with, of course, problems. And you look to the results, and you look that when I arrived, the position that we were in the table. But then the negative history starts with Hugo's first injury. And it looks like is non-stop. You come to a Champions League knockout game, and look to our bench, and look to the pitch with Tanganga on his first match, Sessegnon on his second match. It's very, very hard, and I can't blame the players, because the players, they gave what they can.
Are we looking at a massive summer rebuild now for this squad?
I don't think so, because this summer, unless something happened during the holidays or during the Euros, this summer, when we start, we have Sissoko, we have Harry Kane, we have Sonny, we have Bergwijn, so that is massive. Ben Davies, and even today before the game, we prepared the game in a certain way, and then a couple of hours before the game is when I know that Davinson Sanchez cannot also play. Really, people can say excuses, but I'm pretty sure that honestly,
bad for anyone, right?
It's pretty bad for anyone, and I don't think anyone would resist to such a situation. So in this moment we have matches to play in in the Premier League with these players. There are not others, with these players. And we go until our limits, which is what the boys are doing. So let's see how we end the season.
Thank you very much, Jose. Commiserations. Thank you.